Sound 1 2 1 2. Yep. And alright. And here we are. Hello, what's up everyone? What's up everyone? It's time to go back to a game. I only just started. We played 2 hours and it's still kind of the beginning of the game. So today we're going to do a very different kind of game. We're gonna date a gator. Well, it's more like dinosaurs actually. Let's move to the other screen over here. So, let's get back to this. Last played March 30. Oh no. It's been 1 month since we started this. I Wani Hug that Gator. So let's continue this. Cavemanon. I hope I saved this. Suddenly, I'm not sure. Where are we? Hello? Where's... Oh, there's nothing on the screen. Okay, okay. It's one of these games. So I gotta use the Alt 1. Yeah, this seems to work. Yay! It's because it's made on a weird visual novel engine. Wait, nothing is moving? Let's use this one then. Okay, now it works. Visual novels are made with weird engines. I have a question. What do you think of this name for my YouTube account? Xel Animations. Well, since it's your main character, it works. It works, yeah. Load. Ah, here we are. Art. Mr. Yadakan just started talking about our first project for the class. As soon as it said the word, Oliver's hand had shot up. Her grey eyes sparkled in excitement. I'm gonna have to read a lot today. I don't know how long I'm gonna do this. And a smile threatened to crush the perpetual frown etched on her snout. The girl vibrates in her seat as she waves her arm in the air, trying to get the teacher's attention. Yadakan's own smile was strained as he and Olivia engaged in a staring contest with one another. Dun dun dun. I feel like I need a paper to try to doodle stuff here. I currently marvel as the two argued with each other without a single word. Eventually, Yadakan won by turning off the lights and turning on the cheap projector hanging from the ceiling. Playing a safety video about paint that felt far too graphic for a school setting. I don't think I'll be able to eat barbecue for a while. Yeah, I need the paper here. I wanna doodle. Too early defeated, Olivia crossed her arms and pouts in her seat. And that is why we don't be using any of the more exotic materials for any projects, Miss Alford. Maybe I should skip breakfast entirely. I still don't see the problem. Once you've all had the proper safety handling course in the second semester, you'll be allowed to use oil-based paints. Until that time, however, all the assignments will require safer supplies. Now, since we've pivoted to this, might as well finish the full video. What is she drinking? The grumpy Gator holds a hand to her throat, mumbling to herself as she grabs a metal flask and drinks from it. The entire display from her was mystifying, at odds with how Ben and Liz described Olivia. In fact, it kind of reminded me of me. Can't understand why, after all. Yadakan is letting Ben and I use some of his equipment in photography. That thrill of experimentation of new possibilities, no doubt that it brings a creative spark to her eyes. Eyes that fill with pure malice as they glare daggers my way. Oh no. Oh, was I staring? Oops. Before I could offer an apology, she already had her hands on the wheels. She rolls up to Yadakan's desk. He leans forward intently. I can't make out anything that's said through the video, but going by the occasional glare back, it's not hard to imagine. Crap, I really didn't mean to offend. Yadakan notices I'm watching and motions for me to come forward. Slowly, I shift out of my seat and approach the desk. Alright, is something going on here? Yadakan speaks in a hushed tone, just loud enough for me to hear over the makeshift martini. Olivia's telling me you're making goofy faces at her. No! I said he's been staring at me all through class. It's weird, like he's never seen someone like me. Can't you move him to a different seat? Now hold on a second there, Olivia. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. I'm sure it's just a misunderstanding. Mr. Yadakan. It's like she's a different person here. She fishes out a container of water and brings it to her mouth. You're given a lot of leeway when it comes to seat assignment, but asking for something like this? I just want him to leave me alone. She sips again. What's that about? Well, Tedinko, you tell us. What's on your mind? Can't have disagreement between classmates this early in the year. I'm confused. I didn't know there was any disagreement between us. Well, sometimes it's the little things you do that you don't even think about that affect people the most. Anything like that comes to mind? I shake my head. Olivia glare doesn't diminish away from my field of view. I mean, I've been a bit curious about her since we sit next to each other, and I'm friends with some of her friends. We all sat together at lunch yesterday. Yadakan nods to himself, thoughtfully. Sounds like he just wants to hang out, Olivia. A face scrunches at the mere thought. Not really interested. He's distracting me from classwork. I want to watch the video without being gawked at. Sorry, I didn't mean it. Does that resolve the issue for you, Olivia? No, I don't want somebody in this class. She goes to take another sip but ends up turning the canteen upside down. All out. Gah. Olivia, you can go fill that up if you want. You won't be missing anything. The video's nothing you don't already know, I'm sure. Olivia eyes me suspiciously and slowly moves out the door towards the nearest water fountain. Yadakan sighs. Alright. He leans back in his chair with his arms resting behind his head. Inko, I told you yesterday in the air, if the air needs clearing, to do it yourself. No, she's in the mood because you were staring at her like a weirdo. And here I thought you two would get along. She even gave you that sketch she made of you. Truthfully, I'm impressed, but here we are. What's going on, big guy? Again, sorry. It's been a pretty busy few days. Yeah, I've gotten into a cool friend group. We're all gonna sit together at lunch. Olivia's there too. She didn't say much, but I got her a soda. Don't know why she's so upset at me. It's nothing personal, Inko. It's not. She's reticent, especially when it comes to change. If you're at her lunch period too, I can see why she'd be wary of you. If you don't mind me asking, Mr. Yadakan? Yeah? Why is she so open with you? How do you mean? Just know she spoke more in that conversation than all the other times I've seen her yesterday. I saw the canteen. I figured it's something to do with her voice, but it's surprising. And water bottles the other way around. It's unfortunate, but she just really talks at all. And I guess she just really trusts me. I've known her since she was a freshman. She seemed to gravitate towards art, and I taught it. So soon enough, I took her under my wing. But she lives with Damien, right? He's at the lunch table and she still barely talks to him. Poor kid. Hope he's doing alright. He seems to be alright. But yeah, she's distant to everyone else. So much so I keep hearing weird things about her. Yadakan leans forward in his chair, suddenly attentive. Is this about you gossiping with Ben yesterday? A bit. He showed up to the table and said something about her being the same after she left. Probably some drama there, but I don't want to pry. He nods. But also, Liz told me some weird things too. He stops nodding. I know of her. Is something wrong? No, she just said I shouldn't get invested in being your friend. Everyone's being real weird about it, so I was curious for myself. Guess that's why I was looking at her weird. Sorry. Yeah, they kind of rubs his temples. Aye, it wasn't I thought. What is? I'll put it this way. You've met 3 people that know Olivia other than me. Of the 3, only one thinks highly of her and the other 2 starts unloading drama on anyone willing to listen. In this case, you. No wonder you're confused. I hadn't thought of it like that. I don't blame you. You should be involved in anything stupid. High schoolers, you know? I guess. Yadakan hilarious, collecting his thoughts. Important question then. Do you really want to be Olivia's friends? Huh? I mean, I guess. Judging a bro is raised my way. Are you really? Or just curious about her? He seems pretty serious about this. Yes, then. Olivia returns to class and rolls right up back to the desk. Back. Have you changed his desk yet? Yadakan nudges his head towards me expectantly, prodding me on. I'm sorry I distracted you during class, Olivia. She looks to Yadakan and gets a similar nod. Sure. I mean, you're welcome. I mean, thanks. Shit. Not really. I don't want to be distracted. Come on now, Olivia. The least you could do is give him another chance. You never know. I don't really want to know. I get he's like friends with Damien, but I don't really want to, you know? Not in this class. But I'd like to be your friend. She stops and raises an eyebrow. Lots of those going around recently. Like she was expecting this response. She looks to Yadakan for help. Actually, Olivia, I think he'd make a good friend for you. What? His words were like a battery ram. I'm simply saying to give Inko here a chance. I could almost see the imaginary bulwark she hid behind slowly crumbling from what Yadakan was saying. You are both quite similar at heart. You may have different methods. Perhaps you'll find some compromise behind the cynicism and naivety if you work together. Finally, the last fragments of an imaginary fortress collapse. Olivia can only look at the art teacher with timid confusion painted across her features. Well, I don't. Are you for real, Mr. Yadakan? I am, and he's actually in another class of mine. I've seen him. He's passionate about his camera like you are with a brush. I do expect great things from him. Okay. Sorry, I really thought... Oh, oops, she bit her tongue. Her mouth is clamped shut. It's just my opinion. You can make your own choice, Olivia. She nods furiously. Oop, the movie's about to end. You two should get back to your seat. We good here? Olivia side-eyes me again and nods once more. Alright. He motions for us to skedaddle Olivia back away to her spot. Thanks, Mr. Yadakan. For what? I just gave an opinion. I'm serious, it's up to the two of you if you want to be friends. Don't screw it up. He waves me off again and get up to flick the lights. I get back to my seat and stare absent-mindedly at the project screen as I digest Yadakan's words. He said he only gave his opinion, but he seems like he also gave me an opportunity to take the right steps in connecting with Olivia. And with what he said about her being passionate with a brush, it's gotten me even more curious about her artistic prowess. Speaking of whom, I noticed that she occasionally gives me a side eye. I don't think she can see my eyes due to the dim lighting combined with my shades. She stares at me with a sense of strange curiosity, almost as if she's trying to get a read from me, from my face alone. But from what I can tell by her facial clues, she seems confused and almost shaken up. It's like she wants to say something but keeps on backing away at the last second. Guess her mind is also jostling around from Yadakan's word. Our teacher flicks the light switch, and I feel my retina burn from the lamp lights even with my sunglasses on. Alright, normally in your first week we'd be doing something simple like color a swatch whale. However, I think you all could make something a bit more advanced. The Gator girl's head whipped around at the word advanced. Whatever Oliva was thinking before regarding me seems to be forgotten, and she focused almost entirely on the teacher. Mr. Yadakan holds up a stack of papers for her to see. First thing is first. I'd like for you all to fill out these topic sheets so that I know you understand how to safely handle oil-based paint. Last thing we need is another burned-down classroom. The way Yadakan say those words make me imagine some pretty horrible outcomes. Once you finished your sheets, bring them to me so I can review them. I'll be giving you the permission sheet after I know a lot won't see yourselves on fire or poison yourselves. The Alazar guy in the front of me hands back the stack and I take a page from it, before handing the rest to the Diplo girl behind me. My eyes scan over the sheet. What gear of mask does not longer than 3 inches require? And the realization hits me. I didn't see the first half of that question. My eyes scan over the passage and I groan when I see the question. I have no answers for it. All of them pertaining to dinosaurs' anatomy. The teacher looks directly at me and then to my side. I try to decipher his meaning, follow his eyes. Oh! I turn in my seat and land closer to Olivia. Hey, what? What now? What? What is it? I'm not gonna let you draw me. What? What the hell? Looking at her paper, I see that she already answered the question. Cool. I show her my own page, tapping the upper section that was still blank. Oh no, I skipped one. Olivia groans at something. All she gets for her trouble is a thumbs up. Fine. Fine. Here. She holds out a sheet for me. Wait, isn't this cheating? The art teacher wouldn't. When did he get to his desk? Why does he have a sleeping mask? If I look over the answers, I still learn to safety procedures. So what's the difference in the end? That must be what he's thinking. Either that or he doesn't care. I copy the words from Oliver's sheet, doing my best to at least rephrase them. Some of my classmates are already walking up to Yadakan's desk. He's barely reading the page, not even taking the sleeping mask off. Thanks, Olivia. Whatever. Olivia finished the page in a few seconds and wheeled herself to the desk too. The last answers I'm very confident on, like what flashpoint mean. I get up and go to Yadakan's desk and set my safety assessment down. Good, here's your permission slip to use hazardous paints. He didn't even bother to look at my worksheets. Oh. He lifts the eye mask from his face and looks at me with one eye. What? Most of that stuff doesn't apply to you, Inko. Don't drink the paint or get it in your eye and you'll be okay. Yes, Mr. Yadakan. The boy. Now go back to your desk and wait for the class to end. Tomorrow I'll be starting you all on something simple, like painting a cube or a ball. Wow, model dodgeball painting. The eye mask drops down and I return to my seat. The class clocks reads 5 minutes until lunch. Olivia's back to leering at me. I consider what I should do or say some sort of icebreaker. Mr. Yadakan said we're similar. I can see some of what it means. But I'm a photographer and she's a painter. Alright, so a cubist and a Dadaist walk into a bar. Bing bong. Have a good lunch now. The moment the bell rings, Olivia shows me most of her things into her backpack, and not carrying in her notebook gets crushed. Once she zips out, she races off to the classroom. Guess she doesn't want to get caught in the chaos of the lunchroom stampede. I managed to avoid getting stuck in the frenzy by shuffling along the wall the long way around the lunchroom. It's a bit longer, but at least there's less risk of getting used as an improvised meat club. Hey, why don't you just go through the courtyard? It's right there next to the table. Damn it, next time. Hey, is there a palm tree or something by the table now? Never seen one with a trunk that's green. Damien's here showing down on a sandwich stacked with various meats. And lies there, Olivia's already at the table. Hey Damien, you've seen Liz? Thought she would join us for lunch. Without a word, Damien points to the palm tree next to us. Oh crap, that's no tree. I looked up to see Liz's head in the rafters, prodding at the vines on the ceiling. The ceiling was a lot lower in the computer lab, so I couldn't tell as easily, but that neck is long! Anyways. Hey Liz. Hey Inko, couldn't see you from up here, till I had you. Well, guess I'll go ahead to get my food from the vending machines again. Walking my way over to the vending machine, I do the same songs and dance as I did last time. A card sim and a few button presses later raise me a couple of cans of soda, 2 bags of chips and a few candy bars. It's like when the teachers ask you if you brought enough candy for everyone, only now it's true. Oh. I head back from a table to bundle of foodstuff in my makeshift pouch and distribute them. Olivia gets a share, but she doesn't say anything. Oh, sweet! Why, thank you, Inko. Damien, if you'd be so kind. Already on it? Damien cracks open a can of soda just as Liz lowers her head next to him, savoring a novelty soda cup. It then speed swaps the old can with the new one, almost like he's swapping wheels on a Formula 1 racer. Thank you! Liz's head cranes back up to the top of the ceiling to continue eating the foliage. So, Nico, how's your day been so far? It's been pretty decent, I'd say. I'm mostly looking forward to photography since Ben will show me some good photo spots. Cool. Damien just thought as he continued to munch on his sandwich and thinks he zoned out about halfway through my sentence. Oh, and Liz helped me submit my contest entry. Awesome, can always rely on Liz to help you out. Flattery will get you nowhere, Damien. Just saying the honest truth. Liz entered the contest too, right? Everyone must be trying to win the cash prize. Nominees, okay. Liz come down again with a mouthful of leaves. Hands hold up a tray with each segment filled with a different sauce. But the real prize is having your submission featured on the sponsor's magazine cover and in the featured article. Whoa, is she still articulate? Do you have any ideas how great that looks on a resume? I can probably get the scholarship with that alone. Wow, you really got all this planned out. What do you submit? She takes up a moment to swallow her salad and then shares a huge grin. I submitted my best digital art piece. The tray is set aside so she can bring out her phone to show Damien and me the entry. It looks to be a village townhouse piece, very rusty and classic. It looks pretty good. Yo, that's so cool! That looks so realistic. Thanks. Took me about a week to really blend some of the more fanciful elements into each other. I based it off my grandfather's home from the cold country. This is amazing. You can't even tell that this whole thing is digital art at all. Damien grabs hold of Lizz's phone and turns toward Olivia. Hey, Olivia! She jumps up, having been suddenly made relevant to the conversation she was just spectating. What? I'm not giving up these chips back. They're mine. I was just going to show you Liz's entry. Olivia narrows her eyes and leans over to see the image on Liz's phone, then looks up and gives Damien a quick nod before returning to eating her chips. Damien's smile falters a little, a minimal response. He's back to his usual grin as Liz takes back her phone. Whoa, Liz, I didn't know you were so into digital painting. That looks great. Do you plan on being an artist after graduating? Oh, thanks. Well, no, I don't plan on being an artist per se. The plan is to not be an antiques dealer. Specifically with art. What's that mean? It means she buys the spotted canvas everyone else just uses for money laundering. No, it's like be the real deal stuff. There's a real market out there for it. So I'm taking the AP business class and using the school's prestigious art program. That's really why I picked this place out. There's a real elite selection of graduates from here. Oh, you're the school treasurer too, right? Sure I am, and I'm doing everything to make sure I'm ready for the real deal. I do love painting too. It's not just an ends to a means. Maybe that's why I wanted to get into trading. I can get the right people, the right art they need. That's very thoughtful, huh? I should start thinking of my future more. I wonder what Olivia thinks about this, if it ever interests her. Damien is just exaggeratedly nodding his head up and down, and don't know if he's agreeing with Liz or headbanging to some tune playing in his head. Sighing. I look to the side to see Olivia staring down the cheap bags, looking expensive. I guess I'm not the only one that's a bit worried about our long-term plans after school compared to Liz. But we got the whole year still. What about you, Damien? Hey, don't really have a big goal set. Only reason I'm going here is because it's the closest school to our home. Damien, you know I keep telling you about planning ahead. I know, but I like keeping my options open. So what are you doing in school? I just picked out any class that seemed interesting to me. Do I gotta say, home economics class is pretty fun. I get to make food in class and eat it too. From learning skills in a class like that, you'd be a perfect husband. Yeah. Wait, what? What? Yep. But to get back to the point, that art contest. If I win and get that interview, it's an insane advantage, I'll say. By the by, Olivia, did you submit something for the art contest? Oh. She looks away, slightly deflated. No, really? Oh crap, I might have a chance then. Hey Liz, that sounds a certain way. Sorry, I don't mean it like that. Olivia rolls her eyes and Melly goes back to munching on her chips. Mr. Yadakan said you were really into painting, and I really like the portrait of me you made. Wash, what? A suspicious leer is now replaced by a murderous glare. Yep, lunch is the perfect time to eat my feet. I haven't actually sent any of her real work, only something she done out of boredom. Olivia's eyes close to as she nails deeply, the air of neutrality returning to her once she opens them. She looks me up and down again as though something will be different this time. Can't. Besides, even if I could, they're gonna be looking for the best artists here, so you gotta show that to them with how good your art is. But I just don't want them to look at me and feel like they have to give me a reward out of pity. I can pretty hear the blaring alarm in his head as his brain catches fire trying to connect the dots. I want to be judged for my art, and so Olivia struggles to formulate the next few words and lets out a weary sigh. I'm gonna grab the thing here. Come on. Yay. I would just feel underserved. Oh. Yeah. Oh. Damien. Shoo. Has that ever happened before? Do people really do that? You went there for it. Some losers used to even tell me to take advantage of it. Why not? That was a bad move. Dun dun dun. Dude, seriously. Why? So I can get reminded of myself, so I can separate myself from my work, so I can get complacent being worse, so I can eventually rely on it, so the playing field can be even. That's a lot at once. I'm not even sure I got all of that, but I definitely touched a nerve. I shouldn't. No, sorry. Olivia brushed her hair down. Look, I don't want to get awards and praise I haven't earned. I'm seriously not that good. I really wouldn't win. She sighs and takes a long sip of cola. Can I see some of your work? No. Man, she really shouldn't put herself down like that. I get it. A lot of the students here are crazy good at art. Some are probably better known than I will be, and they're just starting. It's pretty scary to think about it. I mean, like that landscape of the city near the principal's office. Landscape? Hold on, I took a shot of it. It's a bit tough getting my camera out now with all the books I need for class in the way. I allowed the content of my backpack, taking my treasured DSLR last. After finding the shot in question in the menus, I turned the display towards everyone, so they could see the grammar shot. A freshman made that painting. Just from looking at it, I can see why it would first plus. I drew that. Oh! Her name is on it, isn't it? My brain finally makes the connection with the signature on the mural. That was you? Is it that much of a shocker to you? Quite a bit, yeah, it looks amazing. I mean, it's whatever. I'd had to have some dumb guy help me out, so it isn't like I was the one who did it all. So when you say you can't endure, it's because you already won once. Yeah, basically. She looks away from us, eating her chips in silence. I've had the expression of being one's worst critic, but I never expect Olivia to kick herself this hard. If I'm mentally kicking myself thrice over just for taking that last part. What? Something wrong with Liz? Did she bite her tongue or something? Why is she imitating one of those Peach's plans right now? Liz? What's with the look, long neck? Just surprised to see you in better spirits, is all. You're making it weird. Don't make it weird. Yeah, it's been ages, Olivia. To think a Randy like Inky here got you to open up like this in just 2 days. It gestures to me. What do you do, man? The girl in question freezes. Damien thoughtless comments having thrust her into self-awareness. And she just leaves. Olivia, wait! She's gone. Well, she did give a warning. The rest of the lunch we spent trying to talk about Liz's art process. Damien looked like he wanted to try to bring Olivia back into the conversation, but no one had any idea where she had gone. Still, part of me thinks she wants to talk. So why doesn't she? Sadly, a question for another time, as Olivia's departure seems to signal the end of lunch. Liz and Damien wave a goodbye, leaving me to clean up all the trash from the table, cutting everything I'd removed from my backpack. Darn it. It's long to be reading and still a bit sick here. I think I'm gonna stop the game in a few minutes. We'll continue a little bit. Photography class comes and goes. Since we're partners, Yadakan gives Ben and I the green lights to walk around the campus. Ben showed me around to see his prime photo spots and such and such. Becomes a tour guide. It's actually pretty neat to see the parts of the school that I haven't explored yet until now. Places like the music hall and recreational pool were the most interesting to see. Currently at the country yard, Currently at the courtyard, Ben points out the views of the other land pigs around the school. No wonder why Ben was eager to show me these views are impeccable. But while he's explaining the image he has in his head, my mind still wanders back to Olivia. I wonder what I did to make her express herself so much. Inko. I was asking if you'd be available sometimes during the weekend to take photos. Oh, I'm free on that today. Excellent, we can meet up back here. Sounds good. As we head back to class, I begin to think if there's something I can do in history class. Yeah. Let's save. Too much reading for today. I'll try to return to the game, but it's I've been enjoying it, but I need a little break here. Phew. Okay, we need to play a more mindless kind of game. And hey, what is this? So I didn't get the plushie. It's out of stock, but at least I got this. Yay! Alright, little break, and I think I'm gonna play a more mindless kind of game now.